Can I do some meal prep with stuff that I already have on hand without going to the grocery store? That is our challenge today. If you're new here, my name is Biz. I'm on a weight loss journey with Weight Watchers, and I'm maintaining a 35-pound weight loss. And I made some breakfast tacos this morning, taquitos actually. They were really good. It had ham and cheese, no cheese, ham and eggs and red cabbage. And then I just pan fried them, a little bit of avocado oil spray. But what I was missing was salsa. So this is my Ancho chili salsa. The full recipe link will be down below. If you aren't familiar with dried peppers, you can get these in any grocery store. I think I got these at Mariano's, but all you need to do is rehydrate them. And these have been sitting in boiling water for like probably a half hour, and they're super soft, but you want to make sure you take the seeds out because otherwise it's too spicy. And other than that, it's just everything gets put in a blender. Like, it could not be easier. So there goes one. Actually, I'm going to put my liquid first. So this is just, you can use a cup of tomato broth. This is tomato broth. Bone broth. You could do beef broth, chicken broth, doesn't matter. Just a little bit of liquid there. And then I'm obsessed with fire roasted tomatoes. I buy nothing but fire roasted tomatoes. They are so flavorful and delicious. So we're going to add that. And then 4 cloves of garlic, or however many cloves of garlic you like. I typically buy my my garlic already peeled because that's a bane of my existence, trying to get it out of the skin. And once frozen, they do have like a little bit of a different texture, but they defrost in like 5 minutes. So that's gonna go in there. And we're just gonna add our dried peppers now. Actually, I'm going to start with 2 because you can always add more spice, but you can't take it away once it's there. And then I also have a jalapeno in case it's not spicy enough. I like spicy food, but I like it to be flavorful spicy, not just knock your socks off spicy. And then we've got some cilantro here. I kind of use some of the stems. I kind of like the flavor of that, but if you only want to use the leaves, that's totally up to you. And a little bit of salt. And this is a Vitamix. I got it refurbished, I think through Target actually a few years ago. And now, I'm just gonna turn it on. Oh shoot. Is it spilling out right there? I didn't have the top on the whole way. It's all right, it's okay. I forgot to get a tortilla chip to taste this. Hold on. Needs more salt. I think I'm gonna add just a little bit of jalapeno. I don't think I want to add another dried chili. I'm gonna just do like a little bit. Just to give it a little taste. Just a little bit of heat. And this is a very thin salsa. It's not like a super thick salsa, but it'll stay on your chip like that. Oh my God, that's perfect. Just enough salt, just enough heat. And this will be good in your fridge for up to a week. So anytime I make tacos, nachos, I can even have vegetables dipped in it. That's never gonna happen, let's be honest. I don't eat a lot of vegetables, but let me rinse this out and I'll show you what it looks like. Oh my gosh, I wish you guys could smell this because it smells so good. Here it is. I don't know if you could see that or not. But like just the right amount of seasoning, super easy and super cheap. Delish. One of my favorite things is a English cucumber, and here's a fun fact about me. So I did not eat any vegetables growing up. The only thing I ate was cucumbers and carrots because they were raw. And it did not find out until I was in my early 30s that the reason I didn't like vegetables is because I think they were just overcooked. And I like my vegetables like, you know, like crunchy, but, you know, still. And I remember the first time Hannah ordered, we were at this place called Hot Pot, and she ordered a stir fry that had broccoli in it, and she was eating it. She was like 8, and I was like, can I have a taste of that? Because it looks really good. It was bright. It was really nice. And I ate it, and I was like, oh my God. I'm like, that is how broccoli is supposed to taste. And fast forward, after I met my husband, he took me to Smith & Wollensky, and everything, it's a famous steakhouse in Chicago, and everything's a la carte, and he had asparagus on the side. I was like, I'm not gonna have any asparagus. And it came to the table, again, bright green. It was so tender. It was absolutely delicious. So does that make me eat more vegetables now? No, but I'm better. But if I were just to leave this in the plastic in my refrigerator, I will leave it in there until 2 weeks goes by. It's soft to the touch, and I throw it out. So all I'm doing is using my mandolin. I kind of like thin cuts of my cucumber. And it's really anything that you like. So I kind of like the Asian route. So I've got rice vinegar, salt, a little bit of toasted sesame seeds, sesame oil, chili oil, and just a pinch of sugar. And that is really all gonna balance. For the whole thing, it's 2 Weight Watcher points for the oil and the sugar. So I'm totally fine spending 2 points on that for me to eat. Like, I could probably eat this whole thing in one sitting if I tried. And yes, there is a thing that you're supposed to use so that you don't cut your fingers, but I will definitely stop before that happens. There we go. All right, we're gonna put that to the side. So in my, and I'm just eyeballing this, but you do however you want. I'm gonna be doing about a tablespoon of vinegar, a teaspoon of sesame oil. A teaspoon of sesame oil is only 1 Weight Watcher point, and it adds so much flavor to things, and don't skip it. And this is approximately a teaspoon of sugar. We got our toasted sesame seeds. And then this is just a chili crunch. So it's chili oil. And I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of that. I'm gonna do about half a teaspoon of the oil. And it's got all these like little crunchy bits of chilies. That's gonna go in there. And then we're gonna add a pinch of salt. Now some people salt the cucumbers ahead of time, let the water leach out, and then make this. I skip that step because when they're so thin like this, I don't really lose a lot of water. About a half a teaspoon of salt, and in go our cucumbers. And these are WECK jars, by the way. I've gotten them for birthdays and Christmas. They are expensive, but you will have them the rest of your life. And then we're just gonna try to coat it all and just mix it around. And these will be good in your refrigerator for up to 5 days, if they even last that long. I like having these on like a noodle bowl or a rice bowl, and it just adds so much flavor. I'm gonna get the lid and shake this before I put it away. But if you like cucumbers, this is a great way to eat them. It was just Thanksgiving, St. Patrick's Day. And I always forget about this Skillet sauerkraut that I have on my website. And I made it this week, and it's absolutely amazing. So I have a little bit of red cabbage left, so I'm gonna make a serving of it, maybe this will be 2 servings. It is so easy. I'll have the full link to the recipe down below, but this is basically Dijon mustard, white wine vinegar, a little bit of brown sugar, cornstarch, salt, pepper. I think that's it. And all I'm gonna do is saute my, that's the core of the red cabbage, you don't want that because it's kind of fibrous. It cooks in like 5 minutes, and I like my cabbage kind of like still a little bit crunchy, a little bit soft. But let me just cut this out really quick, and we'll just cut it really quick. And then I've just got a Honeycrisp on the side. They were on sale this week, even though I think the sugar beet is the best apple on the market. It's a cross between a Pink Lady and a Honeycrisp, I think. I don't know, but it's just delicious. And you can use regular cabbage too. You don't have to use purple cabbage. I just like how it looks. And this is perfect to have with a pork chop, a steak on the side. It's only 1 Weight Watcher point per serving, and the only reason it is because of the brown sugar that's in the sauce. And I'm just gonna slice this like that. Try not to cut myself. I actually just did cut myself. I was putting something away in the knife drawer, and I forgot that my thing that I score my sourdough with was in there, and just nicked it. And then you could do these in matchsticks if you like. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And put that with there. I'm really not going to show you cooking it because it literally just takes 5 minutes. All I'm going to do is saute the cabbage and the apple for about 5 minutes over medium heat with the avocado oil spray. And then I just add the sauce. And because it's got cornstarch in there, it'll start thickening up in just a minute, and then store it. I even like this room temperature. I like it cold. I love anything sauerkraut. I still have not had a ribbon sandwich this season, this St. Patrick's Day season. So we might have to fix that soon. My cutting skills always drive Hannah nuts. She always thinks I'm gonna cut my fingers. All right, well, I'm gonna finish cutting this. I'll show you what it looks like after it's cooked. The skillet slaw is done, and it is spectacular. It is just such, I don't know, just like the combination of the crunchiness of the cabbage and the sauce. It's like super thickened in there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it is like the perfect bite. The cabbage is still crunchy. The apples just give it a nice sweetness. And then you get the tang of the Dijon mustard and the vinegar. Yeah, this is gonna be a good one. The last section of the video is filming yesterday. My mic went out, so now I'm filming on my iPhone. But anyway, this is just what I made for this week that's just gonna help me a little bit. What didn't work for me is my hard-boiled eggs. You can see all the shell here. I don't know. So if you have any suggestions on how to make the perfect hard-boiled egg, I would love to have it. Because normally what I do is I just tap until you hear that click, and that's supposed to separate the membrane from that, but I don't know, it's not working. It just seems to be the brown shelled eggs that aren't working. But anyway, I also roasted some potatoes. So the mini ones, these all cooked at the same temperature at 400 degrees. The baby ones only took 20 minutes. The sweet potato took 40 minutes, and this big potato took 50 minutes. And I always cook my starches ahead of time. So I also have, this time I did rice and barley together. So it is half a cup of rice, half a cup of pearl barley, 2.5 cups of water, and I just put that in my rice cooker. And I love the chew that the barley gets with the rice, so I'm gonna do a fried rice with that. I've got cooked orecchiette, however you say that, 2 cups of pasta. So all I have to do is just heat up some sauce and maybe add some sausage or something. I've got my marinated cucumbers and my skillet kraut, which is just the cabbage and the apples. Like I said, I like to eat this straight from the refrigerator or warmed up or however. And then we've got my salsa. So this literally only took me about an hour to put all this stuff together, and it's using stuff that I already had on hand. So sometimes it's like being a little bit creative of just going through your pantry, fridge, and freezer.
and seeing what you can put together. And I also cut some carrots because I know if they're not cut, I will never eat them and throw them out in a month. But anyway, if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, we would appreciate that. And we'll see you in the next video.